Welcome to our video about the top 5 sea monsters in Canada. From the legendary Ogopogo to the mysterious Cressie, these creatures have captivated the imaginations of people across the country. Let's dive in and take a closer look at these fascinating creatures, and the reported sightings that have kept their legends alive. We begin our journey in the beautiful Okanagan Lake in British Columbia, where the legendary sea monster Ogopogo is said to dwell. Ogopogo is a legendary creature that is said to inhabit Lake Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada. The creature is described as a large, serpentine-like monster similar to the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. The name Ogopogo comes from a First Nations legend, which describes a creature that the area's indigenous people feared. The first recorded sighting of Ogopogo was in the 19th century by a group of First Nations people who witnessed a large creature in the lake. Since then, there have been many reported sightings and encounters, with some witnesses claiming to have seen the creature breaching the surface of the water or swimming alongside their boats. Now let's travel to Newfoundland, where Crescent Lake is home to the mysterious Cressie. The creature known as Cressie is a legendary sea monster said to inhabit the waters of Crescent Lake in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. The legend of Cressie dates back to the early 20th century when there were reports of a large creature in the lake. According to eyewitness accounts, Cressie is a large creature that resembles a serpent or eel. It is said to be between 20 and 40 feet in length, with a long, thin body and a head that resembles that of a horse. Some accounts also describe the creature as having a mane or fur on its neck. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of Cressie, as well as stories of the creature attacking boats and fishermen. Next, we travel to Lake Manitoba in Manitoba, where a long, serpentine creature with a horse-like head is said to inhabit the waters. The creature is known as Manipog and is described as being up to 50 feet long. The first recorded sighting of Manipog occurred in 1908, when a group of fishermen claimed to have seen a large creature swimming in the lake. Since then, there have been many reported sightings of Manipog, with witnesses describing the creature as being anywhere from 10 to 50 feet long. Some people even claim to have seen Manipog's head and eyes above the water. One of the most famous sightings of Manipog occurred in 1962, when a group of fishermen reported seeing a large creature with a hump on its back swimming in the lake. The sighting was covered by newspapers across Canada and sparked a renewed interest in the legend of Manipog. Now let's head to the Quebec-Vermont border, where Lake Memphré is said to be the home of Memphré. Memphré is often described as a large, serpent-like creature with a horse-like head and a hump on its back. Similar to other lake monsters, there have been many reported sightings of Memphré over the years. The legend of Memphré dates back to the early 19th century, when the first sightings of the creature were reported by the indigenous people of the area. Since then, there have been numerous reported sightings of Memphré, with witnesses describing the creature as being anywhere from 10 to 30 feet long. Some people even claim to have seen Memphré's head and eyes above the water. Lastly, we travel to the Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia, where a giant octopus is said to inhabit the waters. Known as the Kraken, this creature is described as a massive, tentacled beast capable of dragging ships and sailors beneath the waves. The first recorded mention of the Kraken dates back to the 13th century, in the writings of the Icelandic author Snorri Sturluson. Since then, there have been many reports of sightings of the Kraken, with sailors and fishermen claiming to have seen the creature attacking ships and dragging them down to the depths of the ocean. One of the most famous sightings of the Kraken occurred in 1752, when the crew of the ship the Monarch reported seeing a massive creature with tentacles attacking their ship. The crew managed to escape, but the ship was badly damaged, and the incident sparked renewed interest in the legend of the Kraken. And there you have it, the top 5 sea monsters in Canada. While there is no concrete evidence to support the existence of these creatures, the reported sightings and legends that surround them continue to fascinate and captivate people around the world. From the serpent-like beasts of Ogopogo, Cressie, Manipog, and Memphré, to the giant octopus known as the Kraken, these creatures have become an important part of Canadian folklore and continue to spark the imagination of people everywhere.